Wow. All right, hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Reluctant Nabi. Um, oh wow, got people in here. All right, so let me figure out what's going on here. Why do I have? Oh, I know why. All right, so let me greet everybody real quick. Reporting how do Gudal Ola Oi to the bang, Passes Los Bonjour, Mes amis, Kedo Bawani Kunichiwa, Nihani Ama, Sani Bolani, Jumbo Habaigani, Assalamu alaikum and shalom. So what's up, everybody? What's going on out there? All right, this is a new channel. So for those of y'all just popping on here off of the Facebook and off of the emails, don't forget to subscribe. YouTube gave me 2 strikes, so when I went to try to get the channel made private, they took the whole channel down in a slick way. So, I mean, that was foul as hell, but hey, that's how they operate. All right, so we're going to dig all in the weeds on this one. Oh, my goodness. Hopefully, I did not. Oh, yes, I got it up here. So we're going to dig in the weeds on this one, right? So I'm going to see how many brothers switched over to this new channel. Now, for those of you that might catch this later, it's easy to find my channels or anybody's channel that you're looking for if we keep our same name. All you got to do is type it into the search, like Reluctant Nabi. Type it into the search. You'll always be able to find me. Then subscribe to all of my channels. All right, that's how you do that. That's how we beat the algorithms and the system. Now understand this. This isn't an algorithm attacking my channel. These are actual individuals that's trying to keep information from you. All right, so I want y'all to understand that. Part of the problem that they have with me is the selling out thing, right? In that I'm not about that. All right, and so they have a problem with this. All right, so our way of combating that. Hey, what's up, Roland? Our way of combating that is for people just to do what's right and share the channel and stuff like that. It's very difficult. Hey, what's up, Jay? It's very difficult to do things for children or anything, and that's what this video is about. Is because we, and I'm talking about the dudes, are so sorry and so pathetic. And we could say not all, but in certain cases, I'm talking about the vast majority of us. And when it comes down to clowning us for certain things that we do, yes, I'm going to do it. All right. And so one of the most disgusting things to happen here as of late is the situation with Simone Biles. Now, I'm going to tell you why I like what's going on with Simone Biles. Simone Biles is really educating us on how really effed up and jacked up a lot of these moist head minded dudes are, and even the older ones. All right. There are dudes running around calling themselves conservatives, all right, and liberals in the so-called Afro community. And when I'm starting to discover is they're not independently thinking brothers. They're thinking whatever talking points, whatever side of the spectrum come out with. And that's a sad day for us. That's a really sad day for us. All right. So I really want y'all to understand that. Now, me, I'm not going to support half the crap that the BW does. I'm not going to do it. Why am I not going to do it? Because I have a sense of justice and fair play. All right. So imagine my surprise. All right. Imagine my surprise when you start to find out that not only do we not get support, not only do the good not get support for doing good, but even when we have people that do outstanding, just really outstanding things, verifiably outstanding. I want you to understand this. Verifiably outstanding things. You have our clowns that throw shade in a serious way. All right. And so I wanted to illustrate, okay? I wanted to illustrate how really effed up in the head a lot of these so-called wannabe pro Whaks are when it comes to Simone Biles. All right. Now let me start off by saying this. Simone Biles has the record for the most medals, the most wins, the most everything. She was so far above the rest of the competition that the international, well, we'll get into that, but the International Gymnastics Committee decided that they were going to lower the rating for her skill set. And the reason why they wanted to lower the rating for her skill set, because they didn't like one woman being way above the rest of the competition. I want y'all to understand what I just said. The International Gymnastics Committee wanted to lower the skills, lower the point value of Simone Biles because what she was doing could not be done by any other woman competing in this era. And they did not want her to be so, they didn't want her to outclass the rest of the field by so much. Now, I have a clip. I had a clip that I put up in another video. All right. And basically, after Simone Biles was selected, I'm going to break down and I'm going to show this. After Simone Biles was selected, the federation told her that they're going to keep it close for the Olympics because they did not want her to really outshine everybody else. NBC, all right, put this woman up on a pedestal and things would have been okay. See, here's the thing, the mental pressure that Simone Biles was under and how she said she didn't want to take any risk. She didn't want to take any more risk because there was no more reward for it. And she didn't want to, this is her two choices. Take the risk and not be rewarded for it, knowing that you're going to stick it because you've been practicing it like for a year, or eliminate the risk because you know you were going to get docked for it. So don't bring your A game, bring the B game, because you're not going to be rewarded for the A game. That's basically what Simone Biles was under. Now, there is on my Facebook, there's a particular group of brothers that, in truth, are really starting to piss me the F off. And the reason for this is that we used to support the good people. And I'm going to show y'all something. What I'm going to show y'all is something called shade. Okay, I'm going to show you something called shade. And we're going to go down some remarks here. We're going to go down some remarks here. All right. And there's a group called falsely accused, right? Falsely accused, falsely incarcerated. So it's another Facebook group that I'm a part of, right? And this ties in with that. So let's break things down real quick. You have an issue here where people are upset at Simone Biles for quitting. Understand this. They are upset at Simone Biles for quitting. The people that are the most upset are the ones that's the most ignorant about gymnastics and its history. So let me point something out to you. When I say they're ignorant about gymnastics and its history. What's up, young boy 24? Let me point something out before we really get into the weeds with this. The reason why the U.S. gymnastic team got so good is the reason why the U.S. was able to build the atomic bomb first. We didn't have a great education system, and we didn't have great teachers. Really, our brightest people were like the colonel that was in the Air Force that came up with the mathematics on how to send a radar to the moon and bounce it off. See, here's the problem with that. How can you send something to the moon when you don't know where the moon is going to be by the time it gets there? He came up with that calculation. So the reason why the Apollo and all the rocket launches were able to make it to the moon was not because of 3 black women. It was because of an Afro brother. Okay, so let's get that straight. 2, the reason why our gymnastics got good was because of Bella Caroli. You might not know who that is because a lot of us don't follow gymnastics like that. So you might not know who that is. But who Bella Caroli is the person that trained the Romanians back during the Soviet bloc years. All right. Now, he specifically trained a particular Romanian. Her name was Nadia Comaneci. The reason why we bring up Nadia Comaneci, because she was the first woman to score perfect 10s. But wait a minute, she kept scoring perfect 10s. Did they decide to change the rating system on her during the games because she was that good to score perfect 10s? No. As a matter of fact, they cheered it because she brought those perfect 10s brought a lot to the games. She made gymnastics watchable because of that. Then you have Olga Korbut from Russia right after that. All right, where Russia was whooping our behinds in gymnastics. All right, and then when Bella Caroli started training the U.S., y'all remember him training. Oh Lord, see, I should write these names down. But he trained the U.S. team when we had finally won the all-around. And he trained the woman that won the all-around. The gymnast that Bella Caroli trained.
To Distractify, Bella Caroli and Olympic gymnast Carrie Strug in 1996.
All right, but because before Carrie Strug, oh man, first female American to win the all-around, trained by Bella Caroli.
Mary Lou Retton.
Mary Lou Retton,
According to
that's
some
it.
information I found on Wikipedia.
Mary Lou Retton. So he trained Mary Lou Retton. All right. So he trained Mary Lou Retton, Carrie Scruggs. He trained the Olympic team. That's when we start getting good. And then getting good just became a thing. Then you had Gabby Douglas, which was the first Afro female to win the all-around gold. Right? Well, let me tell you what happened to her. The so-called pro-Black black community trashed that woman and threw all kind of shade on her. Why? Because she was not wearing a weave. The black women went in so hard on Gabby Douglas. I mean, they went in on her that she decided to wear weave. All right? I want y'all to understand. I'm just trying to make sure my connection is good. And there it is back. All right. So let's get into the weeds real quick, so I can show you what's really going on. I keep wondering why my stuff keep going in and out. So I'm gonna do this. All right. So let's do this real quick. Right. But she was in the Olympics, right? But she got clowned because of hair. That's how sorry the community is. All right. That's how sorry the community is. That they will clown a sister that makes it to the Olympics, is real gold, real good. Ooh, wasn't good. There's Dropbox on it. She was real good, but not only was she real good, she's a favorite. And these women clowned her so bad that they said to take the pressure off that she was getting from the so-called black women, that the next time you saw her, she was in a weave. All right, the next time you saw her, she was in a weave. All right, can you hear me now? Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Let me get out of here real quick. Turn this off. Okay, we're going to have it straight in a minute. All right, I got to add myself to the stream. And just if y'all can bear with me for a hot second. The problem here is that the system here, all right, the system here, for some reason, my internet is really bad out here. It was good the other day. All right, so let me do this and put it up as a safety measure. All right, good. So I'm gonna put this up as a safety measure. All right, and now I want to get into, hey, what's up, Texas Marine? Simplify, brother. All right, so let's get into the story. All right, let's get into the story of why she quit. Now, I gave you the history on gymnastics, right? So, hold on for a second. Okay, figured it out, brothers. We are about to get better internet. That should about do it. And it did. All right, so let's break this down. So that should have about done it. Okay, and remember the link to the link to this is going to be in the description box. Okay. Okay, there I am. Okay, so let's go over this real quick. So y'all can understand what's going on. All right, Simone Biles and fellow gymnast Carrie Struck All right. So they're talking about their Facebook posts, right? So this is what's going on with the this is what's going on with this. In late July 2021, Simone Biles was focused on she was the focus of scoring controversy, right? She was banned for doing moves because they couldn't score them fairly and that they were too dangerous for other gymnasts. Now, I want y'all to catch this, y'all. They banned this woman. I want y'all to understand this. No, that ain't what I want. They banned this woman, Simone Biles. They banned her from participating or doing stuff in the Olympics right? Because she was too good. I keep telling y'all there's more to this than you think. Okay, there we go. I'm in. Or am I? All right. So you see this, right? She was banned. She was banned from doing these moves because nobody else could do them. Because in the eyes of Caucasian people, that's fair. I mean, that's really fair. You know, to take somebody that's real good, that practiced all year, that's never had an accident doing what she does. All right, what's up, USMC vet? Oh, let me say this real quick. For those of you that are here, subscribe to this channel. My other one has been taken down. Subscribe to this channel. All right. So you see what's going on. You can read and see what's going on. Oh, and also the link to this read here will be in the description box. See, Simone Biles didn't quit because of anything else. She gave a political out, and I wish she would have called them those people out for the racist they were. Now, who we are talking about, is the, hold on, International Gymnastics Federation, the IGF. That's who we're talking about. The IGF. All right. And here's the problem with the IGF. They are racist as hell, like the ones in ice skating. And here's the other thing. Even Caucasian people are calling them out for their BS. So I want you to understand, Caucasian people are calling them out for their BS. All right. So you know you have a problem when Caucasians is like, oh, this is a problem. They racist as hell. All right. When they call you out for being racist, you racist. Now I want y'all to understand that. Now, these are the same people. And if you saw my other videos, These are the, oh, I just figured out what's wrong. All right, y'all, please excuse me. There we go. Ah, there it isn't. So I understand now a lot of people are having problems with this StreamYard. Anyway, so when you look at it and when you read this, right, these people have been racist towards Simone Biles. And let's call it what it is. It is straight up, downright, out and out racism. Just like they did Surya Bone for that backflip, and she just did it anyway. And so let me say this. Simone Biles quit in defiance for their unfair practices with her score. They kept underscoring her, right? The reason, and remember, the other gymnasts are her friends. The reason why everybody was supporting it, because everybody knew that this federation, the International Gymnastics Federation, was racist and wrong, and she had the support of her team. This is why the media really couldn't say anything, because they knew what it was. Because they probably had some discussions. I want y'all to understand this. They probably had some like that. Understand that. They really didn't go out there like that. They just said to themselves, we just gonna let it be what it is. What it is what it is. All right. And so that's what it was. Now, as you read, you can see oh well, see, she had a father that died from COVID. That might be part of it too. See, we don't know. Everybody is being played for suckers in everything that is going on here. All right, so I want y'all to understand this. We are all being played for suckers in some of the worst ways. All right, I'm gonna move this and see if I can move it to another spot. Oh, great. Now my door is going to. Oh. All right, let's see if we can move this and get a better signal. So one moment, people, one moment. Try not to lose anything. See if this improves my signal. So the gunfire unit. All right, let's see if that worked. Brothers, let's see what this looks like. All right. What? Okay. Well, there it is. All right, it looks like the connection is a lot better. All right, and so we're cooking with fire, y'all, or grease. All right. But I'm gonna leave that up anyway. So let me get out of here with this. I won't leave this here. All right. So, okay, so let's break this down. All right, don't forget to subscribe to this particular channel. Don't forget the thumbs up to this particular channel. Yeah, man, he likes to wear the same clothes as me too. I told him I want my other hat back. All right, so here we go. So this is what's been going on. All right, but it's worse than this. All right, a lot of things have been going on, and this is the thing that really pissed me off. So y'all see the background of the story and why Simone Biles was like, okay, I'm done. All right. Now, she wanted to do one thing at this Olympics, and that is to get that Yurchenko named for her. So when the women do that thing now, because she did it in the Olympics, right, and succeeded with it, it is now her other signature move. So she had 4 or 5 moves that's named for her. So the Caucasians at the gymnastic committee in their racism said, no, we don't want an Afro woman elevated so high that the Caucasian women can't even compete. Now let me break this down. This is what they're saying here. This is what they're saying here. And when they say they're looking out for the safety of women, that's BS. Because all the stuff them women do in gymnastics is not safe to your average person. It's not safe to the gymnasts either. Because if they slip up and get it wrong, they're breaking their neck and stuff. Yeah, because none of the stuff that they do is simple. That's what made me like gymnastics enough that I understood the history about it. The reason why I'm giving commentary about gymnastics, because I do understand the history of it. The way that I understand the history about Alexa the Russian weightlifter that broke all these records. I know about Rulon Gardner, who beat the Russian bear in Greco-Roman wrestling. See, because when it comes to the Olympics, I follow the Olympics. Why? Because I like to see competition at that level. So I don't care what color you are. If you're doing something that's outstanding, like Shaun White on the snowboard, the pipe. Okay, I'm watching. All right, I watched the ski jump. I watched the slalom and the downhill. I watch even bobsledding. I ain't going to participate. The only thing that I don't really watch in gymnastics is ice skating. The only time I did watch it was when Cyril Bonoli was doing it. All right, and so here's the thing. Biles herself said she believed that the International Gymnastics Federation and judges are underscoring her elements, right? They're both too low and they know it. Biles told the New York Times May 2021, but they don't want the field to be too far apart. That's what gymnastics is. Is somebody breaking the record? You know what this is equivalent to? Telling Usain Bolt, think about this. This is the equivalent. Telling Usain Bolt that we're going to take one of his cleats away because he's just too fast and we don't want you to be that far. We don't want you to be that far ahead of everybody else. All right. And the thing is, and this is my opinion, this is what I believe. I believe that the Gymnastics Federation didn't want Simone Biles to be the one that raises everything to that level because of the color of her skin. While all the rest of the Caucasian people, Afro people, gymnasts was happy to see it and was excited to watch. I know this. When I ran track, I ran the intermediate hurdles, the high hurdles, the long jump, the triple jump, and the high jump. Right? But we had this dude named Clinton Davis. And even though he was for the other school, I used to like to go see him run because he was fast. And we was like, oh man, Clinton Davis about to run. That's an event. Brothers, that was an event. We didn't care when somebody is at a particular level, you want to see that. You want to see mastery of a particular thing. But we got a bunch of racist people that did not want that mastery to come from that little Afro girl. That's basically what happened. All right. The IGF had no explanation why Biles scored is the way why Biles is scored the way she is. So they intentionally score her low. They pointed out one of the reasons was for a safety reason. All right. But here's the thing. The New York Times go in and they said the problem with this argument is that there are a lot of skills in gymnastics that aren't safe. First of all, let's look at the uneven parallel bars. Look at where they launched for. Vaulting period is unsafe. To run, jump on a horse and vault off of it, that is unsafe. Underscoring some moves doesn't necessarily make sense in a sport where risk is inherent and handsomely rewarded, except if you're the black person. Understand this. This was not an issue until they understood that Biles was just really, really, really good at these. See, the IGF has a policy that if you can consistently land a movement, then you can do it. But they don't want you to do risk for risk's sake. That's why they know what you're going to do before you do it. So everybody knew that Simone Biles was going to do the Yurchenko. And the reason why they knew she was going to do it, because she had to tell them she's going to do it. And she was also going to do the Biles, right? And what they decided to do, because she was so good, they decided to grade her greatness as if it was average. That isn't what pisses me off. Hey, what's up, Elijah? That isn't what pisses me off. I'm going to go into what pisses me off. What really made me upset, was Facebook. The thing that really made me upset was Facebook. And this is why it made me upset. And this is the problem with everything that the so-called Black community is about. All right. This woman got a gold for her subpar routine. And these people are saying that, oh, well, Simone Biles was replaced. No, she wasn't. Now, there could be another thing. Maybe they didn't want her to compete so that they can give the gold to her on behalf of her father. And so everything about the sports is so just really jacked up, is ridiculous. So when we look at all these comments, what just happened? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so when we look at these comments, all these dudes is glad she won. And those are trying to tell these other clowns that don't follow things that Biles was being cheated. So you got this dude, Shabazz Chaley. All right. NFL got Biles' mind out there. She isn't used to not being in control. She will have to adapt and overcome. So this is somebody that clearly don't pay attention to gymnastics. He's making comments based on screenshots and news. He doesn't follow gymnastics at all. A lot of these dudes making these it's just crazy. They said Simone did not want to compete. Yes, that is true. That is true. Now, I'm gonna say this too. Now, some people are waking up, right? Some people are waking up, but some dudes are coming to her family. All right, but you got dudes like this. People don't realize that if you lose the hunger, um, you fall off. You always got to find a way, but they don't realize I'm not going to participate in something I'm being cheated at. Then you got this clown right here. She better take that goat off her shirt and put on the word quit. And then you got some dude trying to co-sign that. That's true. She's no longer the GOAT. Now, let me break something down for these clowns here. The reason why we call Simone Biles the GOAT. Now, y'all tell me if y'all agree with this. So, all right, if you won every meet, broke every record, was so far above everybody else that the International Olympic Federation or Gymnastics Federation decided that they're going to cheat you to give the other women a chance. Wait a minute. And then you got moves that none of the other women can do. That not only do you do consistently, but when you do them, you make them look easy. You make them look easy. All right. I want y'all to understand this. If you do all that, then you're the GOAT already. And that's what she did before she came to this Olympics. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. All women whose name is not Simone Biles that are participating in the Olympics right now, if one of them won every gold medal they could, they still won't how many gold medals over the lifetime Simone has. I want y'all to understand that. And so, how can a clown that just sits up and types stuff on the keyboard say somebody's not a GOAT? Because this is the same clown that be like, oh, there's racism in the United States, but then get mad at a woman who don't want to participate in an event because they are not judging her fairly. All right. Now, here's the thing. A lot of dudes are getting upset at these so-called black people. And here's the thing. The dudes that really went in on Simone Biles was these black dudes. And some of us other ones had to come and check these dudes. And I've been checking them, right? Now, here's the thing. This dude, Daniel, he says, this gynocracy society, women get praised and celebrated for being quitters, right? And so, how do you call Simone Biles a quitter? All right, so if she's a quitter after all she's accomplished, then what's that make this dude right here who didn't do crap? All right. And this is the problem. This is the whole problem. This is the whole problem with why, if something ever happened to me and I had to go to court, I had a good lawyer, I would rather be judged by Caucasians than my own. Because come to find out, my own aren't really peers. They make judgments about people without information. Now, I can understand people making a judgment about something with information in error. Like they went and sought information, made a judgment on the information that they sought, but the information that they got was in error, which then made their judgments wrong. I can understand that. But we're talking about lazy bums that don't want to Google anything. I mean, dang, you can Google it. They're not really a fan. Like, I'm a fan. All right. I was a fan of the men's gymnastics at one point. But the women's gymnastics kept getting more and more exciting. Right after Dominic Dawes, and then you had Gabby Douglas, and I watched how Black females trash Gabby Douglas, right? And then the dudes are going in on this woman that don't want to participate in a rigged competition that was rigged specifically to keep her from being rewarded. They're diagnosing her with ADHD. They're diagnosing her with ADHD, diseases, and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Oh, and one other thing. Simone Biles never dated anything but an Afro man. Wanted to point that out. All right. So let's just point that out. All right. This woman just only dated Afro men. Let's see what this one is. All right, here's another one. These are dudes. This is Piers Morgan and his sorry just jacked up behind. All right. Piers Morgan says that Simone Biles is selfish. You let your team down, your fans and your country. F your country. Right now, Piers Morgan and the country is busy offing their citizens by keeping secret some juices by a quack physician that has the full gambit of the media and online sources to spread lies that is now creating a bigger problem, stripping us of freedom, food, transportation, the pursuit of happiness. We don't get that. All right, here we go. David Turner, she blew it. Who had more pressure than Jesse Owens in the Olympics, Nazi Germany? And see, they're thinking pressure. Look at this. She choked, right? Let's get something straight. Calling yourself the GOAT when it's time to actually do GOAT things. And see, so none of these people, okay, none of these people really looked into anything concerning the gymnastics and how they were treating Simone Biles. So here's the question. Here's the question. If these dudes can mishandle judging somebody, hey, what's up, B, the great B? If these dudes can mishandle judging somebody because they're too damn lazy, I want y'all to understand this. Jeez, people. Hold on for a second. All right, my Wi-Fi is just really acting up. That's a play. I'll be in a different place tomorrow. So here's the question to you all. All right, let's get this off of here. Here's the question to you all, right? Would you participate in an event that was rigged specifically for you? Where they say, we're rigging this for you and only you. All right, I wouldn't do another flip for these clowns at all. And that's something we got to realize. If people are going to stack the deck against us, right, then it's time to take our ball and go home. We don't need the mess. Understand? We don't need it. All right. Hey, let me remind you again, if you're just coming in, this is my new channel. Well, it ain't the new channel. It's the old one I told y'all to subscribe to before, when I saw them going after that channel. Let me say something about YouTube. Somebody at YouTube is blocking me every time I come close to 4,000 subscribers. All right. So unless I come to 4,000 subscribers real quick, all right, these people are blocking my channel. They're taking it down. And it's real easy because they don't need a reason. They'll just strike it 3 times and take it down. All right. And the reason why this is really difficult, because a lot of people, y'all know that what I'm saying to y'all is important. So let me say this. My channel is strictly for commentary. I'm not here to make money off of y'all. Ooh. My head is bent wrong. But I'm not here to make money. I'm here to ask for it so that I could do stuff for children. Oh, that's that. That's that. Right? So I'm here to do that. But I'm not here to make money off of y'all. How that look? Oop, I did that one all wrong. Oh, that's pretty good. Don't matter. Today is their New Year's or something. Not New Year's, but 4th of July, like our 4th of Independence Day. I don't know. All right. So basically, I'm here to educate, give commentary, and criticism, and serious criticism on how effed up we're doing things in the Afro community. Why? Because if we don't start calling this stuff out and start accepting subpar behavior as normal, all right, we're going to have some very, very deep issues. Still didn't get right. And that was the wrong side. Or was it? All right. And so that's what I'm saying. Oh, that's better. Nope. That comes up like this and like that. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So let me say this. If we do not start calling stuff out, we're going to have a problem. If you think that this channel is about entertaining you, it's not. All right. Now, I might do my commentary in more of an entertaining way. Some of the times I might even be funny. But the thing is I'm trying to educate us so that we get our finances right. Remember in the scripture where it says it'll be time to sell our coats and sell our coats for swords? That time is now. All right. All the entertainment, booty watching and stuff like that, that's over. I think today is the day of their independence, but that's over. All right. Our government has set us up to kind of be killed from things that they are doing. The media and all the stuff that we're using are working together to eliminate us. All right. And so basically, we got a big problem when we can't be good judges. The group falsely accused. And that's basically what it is. It isn't just the females that do this. It's these dudes that will lie on another dude, just like a bee. What's up, Jay? They'll lie on another dude. They'll lie on a female, or they'll make judgments and talk about people without even wanting to go into any information or background information so that they can at least be accurate about what they're talking about when they're trying to accuse somebody of something. So I want y'all to understand that. So I want y'all to really understand that you got a bunch of clowns that's diagnosing a girl with PTSD, ADHD, calling her a quitter. They're calling the most decorated female in history in gymnastics the greatest gymnast ever, the greatest gymnast ever that has ever been seen. That's what they are calling a quitter. That's my problem with these dudes. And that's why I'm going to keep hitting at this, because them dudes are sorry as hell. And if we were in court, those are the last dudes that you would want to be for you. And those would be the last dudes that would support you. All right? Because if that support isn't easy, if it isn't easy, they ain't going to do it. I want y'all to understand that. Now, let me just make this appeal. The reason why my channel is so vulnerable, I'm going to tell you why. Because it's not big enough. When it starts to get big, because it doesn't get big quicker. All right? Because my channel goes back, then people find it and stuff, and I'll have 3,000 subscribers and bada boom, bada bang. And then the next thing you know, they start looking for stuff to take. Right? So let me say this. Let me really say this. At the end of the day, if this channel is going to exist the way it's, y'all have to share the videos in your groups and stuff like that. I get a lot of videos that people share to me of other people. But I rarely see evidence of people that listen to me sharing my videos in other groups, with the exception of a few people. All right. And so that's how you can help the channel. Yeah, we need, and I'm going to just mention this. So I'm taking the microscope, I'm taking the keyboard down there this time. But there might be an issue in that I don't know what they're going to do with all this mess coming up. And so I'm trying to navigate this, make as many trips to places to do as much as I can for children while I can. All right. I'm going to say this. At the NGO and in Brazil, one of my friends got the CCV and she recovered. Francisco got the jab, and ever since then, he's been having serious problems. I'm pretty sure Selmina told him not to do it. I told both of them not to do it. All right. And he is really, he's in the hospital, in and out of the hospital with issues. Now, let me say this, because we're going to start getting back into these teachings too. Praying ain't going to help with anything, because the Most High already went to people and told them not to do that. All these people are warning people, and the Most High warned us not to follow the government, not to follow man, but follow his spirit. If he created in us the body to fight stuff on its own, then we don't need help from men. We're looking at all these Afro leaders that were assassinated. All right. We're looking at all these Afro leaders that were assassinated. Let's go through that again. We're looking at all these Afro leaders that were assassinated. I want y'all to pay attention to this. I'm going to put this back up. I want y'all to pay attention to this. This is why I'm doing commentary. This is why I don't entertain. I try to make my commentary a little entertaining, but this is why I don't do that. Let me see if I have him up here. This is why I'm not really down for entertaining. So let me put this up here like this. I'm going to change it. Get rid of that.
Oh, what the hell is going on? This is Andry Rajoelina. He's the president of Madagascar. And on Thursday, July 22nd, 2021, he survived an assassination attempt. This is Jovenel Moise, the former president of Haiti. And on July 7th, 2021, he was assassinated in his home. This is John Magufuli, the former president of Tanzania. And on March 17th, 2021, he died. This is Hamed Bakayoko, the former president of the Ivory Coast. And on March 10th, 2021, he died. This is Ambrose Dlamini. He was the former Prime Minister of Eswatini. And on December 13th, 2020, he died. This is Pierre Nkurunziza, the former president of Burundi. And on June 8th, 2020, he died. Make it make sense.
And this is how it makes sense. What every last one of them had in common was this. They did not need the help from the European governments or the United States. They told the West, we do not need your help. Our people are fine. They didn't have to wear any stuff over their noses and mouth that built up CO2 instead of giving them clean oxygen the way the Most High meant it. They didn't have to not hug their people and families and stuff. And they had the lowest sickness rates of the other countries of the whole West. They had the lowest sickness rates than anyone in the West. And so when they said, we're going to, no, we good, they ended up dead. All of them Afro leaders ended up dead. Part of the reason that happens is some of us will sell each other out for money. Want y'all to understand that. Some of us will sell each other out for money. That's our greatest problem. Thereby destroying the neighborhood and the community. But we won't care until we're on our deathbed realizing the damage that we did. Or the people we sold our own out to turn on us. All right, that's why I don't entertain. I do stuff to get your attention, but I'm only doing critiques and commentary. Why? Because that's what we need. And teaching. This is a teaching channel, a critique channel, and a commentary channel. All right, because we're teachers one to another. Period. You'll hear me ask the white or Texas Marine some stuff. Hey, Texas Marine, can you find such and such and so and so and so and so? All right. And basically that's what it is. All right. We need to be helpers to one another. We need to get our stuff in order. Like I said, whoever you owe, let's get into the habit of paying our debts, all of it on time. And we start with one another. This is why I was talking to another brother. I said, we're going to have to go into a barter system. All right. Now, here's the thing. Here's my TikTok. In the barter system, that is built on trust, one to another. So that's the first thing we need to build back up again. That when we as a group give our word, we'll keep it to the best of our ability. Because we're going to have to go into a barter system with how they're going to prevent us from buying and selling unless we take on their poisons. They're doing revelations all up in people's faces. And still the most frightened people that's running out getting stuff that's really effing them up are the Christians. All right. And that's basically it. Hey, what's up, Afro Troop? Kind of missed you coming in here. All right. Hey, don't forget, subscribe to this channel because this is the new channel. Don't forget to click the bell. Everybody click that notification bell so that you can get the notices on time. All right. And so basically, we got dudes that's judging people. We got dudes that's judging people without doing research. Oh, okay. This is the link in the description box. The truth about Simone Biles, and the newspaper go into it. So if you look after she did to Yurchenko, everybody was high-fiving her, right? Because the team knew she was going to bow out. That's the only thing she wanted to do. The vault is the first event, right? And she's like, if you are going to penalize me for being good, why should I come up here and bring you notoriety on TV? I didn't watch gymnastics because she wasn't there. Because what they're doing is really effed up. Anytime a melanated woman or man get up there and do some stuff that's based on judgment, they start taking points away and stuff for whatever reason. All right, it's a problem. So, brothers, with that said, still need donations. So if you have it, I'd appreciate it. But remember, you take care of yourself and look. If there was ever a time that you start getting yourself right and your stuff for yourself right, this is, y'all look at it, and this is about them times, right? This is where you need to start paying attention to your states and the state laws. You need to see which states is going to be for your rights. All right. And you got to choose this day whom you're going to serve. All right. You got to choose. You're going to have to choose. Some of us just already made a choice and ready to die with it. Yep. All right. The first thing we need to do, if a BW is nothing but problems, separate. After you separate, get your stuff together. Period. We are helpers one to another. These mandates, and we got to 2022 and see who people put in Congress. See what the Congress did, what the Democrats did is they took away all court proceedings. Understand this, in the United States right now, the only people that's going to get investigated are people who are not Democrats. The people who don't do exactly what they tell you to do, those are the people that's going to get accused of everything, even though evidence is going to show opposite of what these liars are saying. All right, I want you to understand. Even though these people, all right, even though these people are lying, people are still going to follow them. We got to be better and smarter than that. Period. You better watch these dudes that's around you. The reason why I pay attention to how these dudes judge other people, the reason why I do that is to know who is a righteous person and who is not. Y'all understand that? We have to understand who's a righteous person and who is not. And the best way to do that is to see how they talk about issues and other people. If they talk about it from a point of understanding, even when I know a brother is wrong about something, I'm not going to come down on him as hard as I will come down on a brother that I know never researched something. So I could look at a brother and be like, no, you're wrong about that because your research is wrong, right? And so I will see, oh, he's a researcher. He just got the wrong information. It might be outdated or came from an unreliable source. And I might have a better source. You see what I'm saying? I can respect that. What I can't respect is a brother that makes judgments without any information, without doing any research, without looking anything up. Period. I can't stand people like that. Why? Because they're dangerous. And you don't want them to be judging anything. These are the same people that will falsely accuse somebody out of their feelings with no remorse, and they will never have remorse, male or female. All right, so that's what it is. As brothers say, iron sharpening iron. So I got to pack up. I'm busting a move. I'm going to be out of here tomorrow. I'm headed back to another Colombia. I'm kind of disappointed in this trip. I've been able to relax, but there were some things that I wanted to do. I got a message on WhatsApp from someone, and I'm gonna see how that goes, because I was trying to start something here, but I started thinking it might not be worth it, because everybody that say, oh yeah, that's a good idea, they have that hustle mentality, and it looked more like they were trying to have a come up type hustle. And I'm like, no. See, I read through that stuff immediately. See, people think because I want to do for people that I'm anxious about doing it. No. I'm methodical, and I'm thinking about a well thought out way of getting things done or doing things. I'm not looking for glory, and I'm not looking to be used. And that's been my contention here. It seems that a lot of people, when they see you want to give, they want to use you. All right. In a way that is not my experience in Brazil. It is really not. In Brazil, you got people that want stuff. The children will rush you and stuff. The brothers will want stuff. They will make requests. They'll want some stuff. But if I need money in Brazil, they'll give it to me. Here in Colombia, if I have money, they're looking to take it from me with the whatever they think I have. You know, and so that's been the issue here. So I'm gonna talk to this woman probably tomorrow and see what's up, or maybe wait a week and see what's up. But I'm very disappointed about what I've been running across here. You know, and so now this is for what I want to do. Now, this is a good place to come and vacation if you want to go out, if you go to bars and stuff like that, and you want to meet some women. If you know how to dance the salsa, Oh, yeah, you really up your thing of going home with someone. I'll do a separate live on that. All right, and I'll just call it my um, the purpose and experience here in Colombia. All right, that'll be a separate video. But for here, and it'll be my critique, and it'll be about the stuff that's been going on. But yeah, really pay attention when you go places to see what kind of place it is. All right, this is just a vacation spot, and you got to see it just as that. It isn't a place like Brazil where you can become a part of the community. Even with my girlfriend I had met here, I keep asking her, yeah, let's go. I want to bring some stuff down here. Now I'm gonna talk to her about it again because I know she's straight up Afro community, right? And so I'm gonna talk to her about that. Hey, let's go into the community and do some good, the regular community. All right, and see how that go. So I'm gonna make one more trip and see how that go on the Medellin end. All right. So with that said, brothers, and if there's any sisters, I'm out. All right. Peace, love, and soul. Let me see this. What? Oh, okay. Peace, love, and soul. Um, whatever help y'all can give, give. But really, if there was a time, make sure your house is in order first. I know I'm buying some products when I get back that go bang bang. You know, I'm gonna have my stuff together when I get back. All right. I have some stuff together, but I'm gonna have my stuff. I'm gonna have stuff together when I get back, and I'm gonna be prepared for anybody that's going to come try to tell me what to do or take my life or rights away. If you tell me, if you try to force me to put stuff in my body that I don't want to, that I researched, then I'm gonna look at it as you're trying to murder me. And since I'm gonna die anyway, some people might be going with me. I'm gonna put it that way. I might how you suicide by cop. All right. I'm looking at this. It looked like it might be almost battle time. The way these people are doing, but we'll know based on what happens in 2022. So we only got one more. We got another year. Look at how effed up this country got in a year, not even a year. People's rights have been stripped. They put something in people that's now killing them, giving them problems. They're losing legs. They're losing their nervous system. Things are attacking their brains. This juice is attacking their brains. And all of it is being kept hidden by the media, by the social engineering thing. The thing is, I am so glad, brothers, I am so glad for TikTok. So y'all can catch me on TikTok, but I am so glad for TikTok. All right, I've been putting my TikTok up in my Facebook. So make sure y'all are connected on Messenger. All right, here's my Messenger. That's my Messenger. Hit me up on Messenger. All right, so I'm out. Got to pack this stuff up. Peace, love, and soul. Thank you for stopping by. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, and TikTok. Oh, we getting real and serious on TikTok. Oh, you better believe that. See, YouTube thought they were going to shut people up, and what YouTube did is that it made TikTok bigger than them. And our government can't control TikTok. So we're getting all the sick people. The sick people are posting on TikTok. The people that had loved ones that died have been posting them on TikTok, and so we can see daily that there's a whole hell of a lot of people that's being maimed and killed by our government, and all this is being hidden by people who have blood on their head, like Google, Facebook, and YouTube. But these people are callous and don't give a damn. Not the people that work for these companies or the people running these companies. And I'm talking about the ones that sit there and fact check your channel and tell you that your stuff does not follow. No, they're liars, and a lot of these they're not bots either. Or they're people that they are people that created this system. All this is the people, and they are callous. I've never felt such evil than looking at the people running Google and YouTube right now, especially at the top, and especially the ones that's looking through our videos. And keep in mind that the government has people working doing this, at least on Facebook side too. All right, it's just that. So with that said, brothers, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul. I will holler at you later. We're going to die of something, but I'm not going to die of some juice. That's for sure. I'll die from some bullets before I'll die from some juice. And I just want to say that I picked my side. I will fight against somebody that tries to force something into me and take my chances with bullets. And by fight, I mean I would go ballistic on them. Meaning that since they're trying to destroy me, I would consider it an act of war on a sovereign being that is myself. I hope stuff don't have to come to that, but already picked my side if it comes down to it. And guess what? When it do come down to it, it'll be easy to go dark because we won't be publishing anything on YouTube and stuff anymore. That'll be over. And while YouTube and Google are trying to figure out what's going on, they won't know. So it is what it is. So with that said, y'all, I'm out. And don't forget, subscribe to this channel, share the video, share the videos from this channel in your groups, share it among people, share it to people that you think it'll matter to. All right. So with that said, I'm out. Thanks for stopping by.